Okay, fellas, a lot made of that. You can try and draw some positives because at the end of the day, a lot of us thought we were going to lose. But if we take the emotion out of the game and the occasion, where does it leave us?
Well, to be honest, I don't think it's that bad a result because everyone was expecting Liverpool to come and win. I was, you was, most of the United stand crew was. Like in the first half, we did restrict their game a lot. Like we stopped them from playing their football. They usually play it to the flanks and try and casually build attacks. But it's just a shame that in the second half we didn't come out with the same momentum and go and get the second goal. Because if we were to get the second goal, we would have gone and won the game for sure.
I'm saying here that it's not the worst result in the world, considering that we should have got pumped today comfortably. But you never know in derbies, do you? But away from the derby, that performance that you saw, the way that we performed, is there any positives from that?
Well, I'm not one for getting carried away because even if we did hang on to win today, I don't think it clouds my overall perspective or judgment of where we're going to be. Like, if we get back to basics, our objectives from the start of the season was a top 4 finish and Europa League, and it looks them 2 goals are well and truly beyond us now. So it's a lot of points dropped, and like I've watched the 3 fan channels United. What I can't understand is that the acceptance for mediocrity and mid-table or even relegation scrap is baffling. Like we spent the most money in this summer, like in the summer window. So if there's any true genuine progress or progression, we should be coming as high as 3rd in that table. Because I'll tell you, if you analyse our competitors for top 4, I mean, Chelsea and Tottenham between them having a fraction of United's budget. Arsenal have difficulties with away form and their defence, and then Lampard's only in the door. Hazard sold, couldn't replace him, transfer ban.
Look at Leicester.
And Tottenham, the rate they're playing, they're only a shower second-rate cockneys. So, I mean, like if we don't get top 4 or win Europa League, it's a season of catastrophic failure, and it's only a matter of time before change happens in management and boardroom. I'd like to see...
Do you think that will? Do you think the change will happen? I mean, look, they're coming out and putting out statements saying they're backing Ollie, he's our guy, no matter what happens. I mean, I'm very confident that we could have lost 5-0 today and Solskjaer would not have been sacked. So with the backing from the board is there, 100%. But is that going to be detrimental to us in the long run? Or can you see, in fact, you like that they're sticking with a long-term plan?
Well, no, like I'll put it this way. If we don't hire Max Allegri, I'll be pissed off because what if Real Madrid get him before we do? And then I'd like to see us get Van der Sar in that boardroom for, to bridge the gap for that the broken transfer policy that Ed Woodward and Glazers have in place. So if we get Max Allegri and you get more out of the players, we can go straight in the squad in January. We may have an outside chance of top 4, but we want to be in the long run ready to pounce to compete.
So would you make a managerial change before January, though?
Oh, possibly. It depends how results go. Like our 4 games are away from home: Norwich, Chelsea, Bournemouth. I can't see us winning any of them.
Yeah.
Like look at our consistency. I mean, we've dropped a lot of points this season from winning positions. So if we won them games, we would have been in a good position for top 4. But it doesn't seem we lack consistency. I'll tell you another thing. After that PSG game back in March, results have gone downhill. So even if we won today,
it doesn't cloud it for you.
Oh, not on the slightest.
Like you're saying, a lot of games coming away from home.
You can say that, but we're not going to get a director of football in place because the Glazers are in charge, and they'll stick with Woodward because he's a scapegoat, first of all. Second of all, we did invest the most money, but it's invested in the wrong places. That's why Arsenal, Chelsea, City, all these teams are ahead of us. But he is right. I think a managerial change possibly before Christmas, before January would be better.
If we're say
we all
13th, 14th at Christmas.
I know. We all know that in the long run it ain't going to work with Ollie because he's out. He's not got any tactics. I mean, he is trying to play the right kind of football, but it's just not working. Like him feelings from about 7 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Back when winning titles, football's changed now. Modern football's changed now, so. The real problems are back there in the boardroom, in the management, and that's why we need to get the Glazers out. But a managerial change just before Christmas, if we are still struggling, I think they'll keep with him till the end of the season. But I think a managerial change would change things. It change the way we play football, and Allegri would be a good suit. But for now, we just got to stay with Ollie. We can support him, even if we don't believe him. We've got to support him, and just hopefully the team can keep on getting results because. It wasn't the worst result today, and if we can play how we did in the first half against Norwich, then we will do all right. So against Chelsea, Norwich, and Brighton. I mean, Chelsea aren't the best defensively, are they? They're right. So in the next few games, if we do come out how we did in the first half, ball bombing on, and the pressure that we put on Liverpool on the back line was really, really good. I want to try and restricted their game, so obviously, I
want to try and finish on a positive. Pick out a man of the match for me.
I suppose Daniel James for his tireless work ethic. But I kind of expected that. I texted a lot of my friends and family it'll be a 1-1 draw because the players owe it to the fans after the worst start for 30 years. You know, it's about restoring a bit of pride in the jersey, but I'm not confident for the upcoming away game. So in a way, it kind of papers over the cracks. And if not for Allegri, I say Pochettino, although he has to win out and he's still a different class to Solskjaer.
Daniel James, man of the match for you?
For today, yeah.
Me, I'd say Pereira because he set the pace for the midfield. In the last few weeks, he's not been very good, Pereira.
Yeah.
But today, he set the pace for the midfield. He made sure all the other midfielders, McTominay, were bombing on, like trying to put pressure, and the attackers put pressure on the back line. So Pereira, and we move on and we go on to the next game.
Nice one, fellas. Thanks for talking to us. Cheers. Big thank you to you guys for watching the latest of our videos. And if you want to check out more, make sure you do that just to the right of me. We are the biggest and best Manchester United channel in the world. Make sure you check us out on all of the socials as well. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. The socials are along the bottom. Peace.